The only bad thing about this really big wall is it's not big enough. Borrowed this trailer. We built these stakes out of, actually this is out of wood that came out of the admin building. Threw it all on there this morning and made us some stakes. Got some other lumber from the admin building as well to stack them on. And this dude, James, reached out and said he had a bunch of free telephone poles for us. So we're gonna start loading them on here. Done. Got her strapped down. Thanks, James.
You are welcome, sir.
You the man. And your wife made me a goodie bag?
Of course.
God, this is more than what my wife got me for Valentine's Day, so.
She is jealous that I spent it with you and not her.
Well, appreciate you. And we may be coming back here because we need more and you say y'all get a lot here.
We do.
Perfect.
We do.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Home sweet home. So I know we don't have enough yet, but I don't know how many more we need. So I think I'm just going to line them all up on the ground out in front. And I'll just look at it and go, yeah, we need 5 times more. Or maybe it's only 2 times more, but it's probably 5. There, 2, big pile there, small pile there. And what's cool, some of these are like a little over 30 feet long, which we don't need it to go 30 feet high. So some of these giant ones, we're gonna cut in half and just have 15 footers that will bury like, I don't know, 3 feet in the ground, and they'll be sticking up 12 feet in the middle. So we got a bunch of big ones. We got a few little short ones, like this is a 10 footer. That one will just be on the very end. And so we're gonna probably start big in the middle because of course that's where most of the action is gonna happen, and then kind of taper down. I'd like to get at least as big as that thing. Maybe a little bit further just in case you're over here and you skip a bullet and it goes up. I don't know, I don't think people are normally ever gonna miss the berm like that. And I don't even know if anybody did. I just kind of assumed they did. But I assume it was hitting the ground and skipping up, which a ricocheting bullet will not go very far. And we own the land back there, and then there's another ranch behind that. But I just don't want that to happen. And so the goal is put one more little level of defense on this berm. We need at least 3 times as many telephone poles out here though. It's the next day. I tried the rest of yesterday trying to get more telephone poles. We had a couple more people reach out, but we couldn't make it happen. Some were too far away, some didn't have any way to load them, and so we just haven't got them yet. So if you have more telephone poles and you are somewhere close to Bernie, Texas, we are in the hill country, central Texas, somewhere within an hour, and you have a lot of telephone poles, like if you're a co-op or something and you have old poles you want to get rid of for free or very cheap, I'll come get them for you. We need a way to load them. I have a big trailer. I'll come get them. But since I didn't get all the telephone poles I wanted to really do this episode right, I'm gonna give you something else. I give to you this. It's on the property, on the ranch, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. This house right here is the one I showed you a few episodes ago. We call it the highway house because it's close to the highway. And we were trying to figure out what to do with it. A long-term tenant just moved out of it. He's lived there for several years. He was building a house and he stayed there for the whole 9 months I've owned this property, and he just moved out because his house is ready. And so we're like, do we put another long-term tenant in it? It's already livable. It doesn't need a whole lot. A little freshening up is all. But then we thought, well, maybe we make it real nice and make it like an Airbnb and do like a nice big renovation on it. Or do we make it a staff house where like the gardener or the lawn guy for the resort lives right there? It'd be really convenient, and you know, it's a good deal for him, good deal for us. This house, which is obviously not far from the highway house, this is not a house. This is somewhere in between a shed and a house. Let me show you. Left side, back side, sheathed but not finished. Right side, and front side. Let's go inside. Wow, amazing. So the guy who lived in that house, he was a renter, and so he's not gonna put a bunch of money into this. And so he has been slowly working on this house over the years with basically free stuff. He is an electrician by trade, and so of course he's a handy guy, can do a lot of stuff himself. So this building is obviously wired for power. You can see all the wires running. And then someone did a fairly good job of framing this thing out. I assume there was gonna be windows there, maybe air conditioner units or big vents, because he also was a carpenter. I think he made cabinets out of here. I think it was a side hustle. I'm not real sure, but he also wired this thing really well. So there are plugs everywhere. Plug, 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 quad plugs. And then same thing with this room over here. Plugs, 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 plugs. What is that one? I don't know what that is. Plug, plug, plug. Plug for a fan up there. And switches everywhere. That's the fan. I don't know what this one does. Are these wires hot? They could be. Wire for 220 up there. Same deal with that one. So those are probably for some big air conditioners or vents to get dust out, that kind of thing, as he's working on stuff. You can tell it's done sort of piecemeal because you can see the inside of that sheathing has the foil on it. This sheathing is just OSB. You can tell by the insulation, there's some pink insulation and some light pink insulation, some dark pink insulation, some peach insulation, some dark yellow insulation, some light yellow insulation. So this guy was just putting this thing together with scraps. All of the wood around here is pallet wood. So it's just broken up pallets. And he did a really good job for making a workshop. I mean, everything is wired so that he can have machines, tools plugged in anywhere. Plugs everywhere. Slab over here, this room, dirt floor. So as a shop, as a shed, this place went above and beyond. As a house, it is not there yet. It is somewhere in between house and shed. So I started thinking, well, we don't actually have a good place to do a workshop, to have all of our tools and everything. But this is not a centrally located building. It is on the edge of the property, the very edge of the property. And we need all the tools in the heart of the property. So what if instead of using it as a shed, we make a tiny home? There's no plumbing in here, but dirt floors with concrete footers around the edge. We could easily get water in here. This is one big room in here, and then the other one is the same size over there. This whole thing together is about 550 to 600 square feet. It's perfect for a tiny home, a little Airbnb. How cool would that be? I don't know if we'd actually use that because it's only about 3.5 foot on the opening, so you'd have to have some sort of ladder or stairs, maybe wrapping and going up there. And the roof does pitch, so you maybe get up to like 4.5, 5 feet, but not enough to stand up in. So I was like, well, what if we put like, that's the kids' loft where there's like a little double-sized bed. So if you had a cute little family with just mom and dad and 2 little kids, it might be perfect. But I don't know if it'd be worth it. I'm throwing a lot of options at you to see what sticks. So let me just give you a tour of the crib. You come in, room number 1, okay? Walk around here, we have a doorway, room number 2. Now, what do you need in a tiny home or a tiny Airbnb? You need a bedroom, you need a bathroom, you need a kitchenette, small kitchen, and then sort of like a dining / living room. It'd be nice to have a couch that you can sit and watch TV. It'd also be nice to have a table where you can eat the food you cooked in your tiny kitchen. I've been out here for over an hour before I turned this camera on, trying to figure this out. This is current layout. Front door right here. This is a weird little storage area that is covered out front, not connected inside at all. 1 room, 2 rooms. Here's the weird little storage area up front. Not sure what it was, but it does not go in. Okay, I just spent a bunch more time thinking and drawing, and here's what I came up with. So I decided the more intimate stuff should be up and around the bin there. Plus it's elevated, looks kind of cool. I think the bedroom, bathroom are in there. Now bathroom, that means we'll have to plumb, but that's as easy as just cutting the concrete and connecting it down here. I don't think it's a big deal. So let's go around here first. We have bedroom right there. It's a king size bed. By the way, this is 24 feet by 19 and a half feet, the whole thing. And this divider wall is right in the middle. So we have nightstands, and I measured, there's plenty of room for all this stuff. And I thought it'd be cool to have a big tub out in the open. Theoretically, this is gonna be for couples. It's gonna be very intimate. You're not gonna have a bunch of people, or you're not gonna have couples with a big family, because it's a very small, intimate house. So probably just couples, so you can take a bath and not need to be in a closed room. Or couples with little tiny kids that, you know, it's not a big deal. So we have a enclosed toilet here, little bathroom toilet. We have double vanity sinks over here. So this will be bathroom, bedroom. Over here, this is going to be a little kitchen L. I didn't know where to put fridge versus oven or any of that stuff, so I just put a little L. That is all along this wall right when you come in. So front door, I moved it over. Instead of a double door, we're just gonna have one on the right side, is my thought. So you come in here, you're instantly in kitchen and living room. I also thought it'd be weird to walk into a bathroom or a bedroom, so I figured keep those over here in case you do have friends over or something, you know, just for dinner and then they go home. We have a dining room table here. We should probably try to get one that could fit 4 people. And then you have couch, little coffee table, TV screen back on that wall. Let me show you. I actually set this up already. Walk into my bedroom. There's the bed. Look, I measured it out, and that's the exact size of a king size bed. Fits great on that wall. Plenty of room to walk on both sides. Plenty of room for nightstands on both sides. Over here, you'll notice I have a bathroom, a little 4x4 bathroom back there with vanity coming here. Plenty of room to walk between the vanity and the bed, and then standing tub over here. And then it leaves the whole rest of the room open, very open. I don't know if that's good or not. I'm not a designer, but I tried really hard and I think it could work. And really, this is all just throwing out there for y'all. Sit on the couch over here, have some kind of table right here, little L cabinets over here, and a full fridge, probably small fridge. Yeah, probably a half fridge, because this is gonna be just a tiny little Airbnb. Windows up high in bathroom, bedroom, windows down low with curtains or blinds in the kitchen and living room area. So what do you think? I just got really excited. I was trying to figure out how I could make this thing useful as a shed, and I was like, man, it's a really, really, really nice shed. What if we go one step further and make it a house? Make it a home. Calling all architects and designers, if you think you got a better way to use this space, let me know. That's the best I could come up with. Like, everything's repurposed. This is like some hardy board that has a bunch of holes, and that's not from him putting it on here. Those holes were already there. This is like leftover scrap that they put up on here. Nothing's been painted. I mean, like, all this stuff was just put on there and it's kind of getting weathered. This is all old tin. He said he just kind of got it from different jobs. It's cool. I really like it. I mean, and they did it good. Like, look up under the eaves there. Like, he went above and beyond for a shed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, how we can make this thing freaking awesome. We'll have highway house, we'll have the shed house. It's gonna be the best resort ever. Heading to the range now because there are some cops out there doing a training course, and I wanna check and see how everything is going with that. Also wanted to announce our winner, because I have forgotten. We did a thing recently with a Link Active giveaway where you could win a trip out to the resort and stay in the Airstream out at our resort. One of our first guests will actually stay on the property overnight, and we picked a winner. Her name is Alexis Walkenhorst. I think I said it right, from San Diego, California. So Alexis, we're gonna shoot you an email. Make sure to check it out, get back with us, and I'd love to fly you and a friend out to our resort and put you up in the Airstream. We got the heater working, so it won't be 15 degrees like it was when I stayed in it last. It's gonna be great. This guy on the other side right there with the hat. That is Bo. He's a Bernie PD officer. That's where we live, Bernie. Those other guys are all Bernie PD officers as well. Those are 3 new guys. So he's out here training them on some pistol stuff. Cops, as you know, have to do that periodically. And the range that they've been using here is not great. It's a small piece of land with a not big berm. and the neighbors don't like it. And so I'm like, come do all y'all's training out here. We've had both the city PD cops coming out here. We've had the county sheriff's department guys coming out here. And so I want to make this like the home for all the local guys. We've had some San Antonio Police Department guys come out here, which those are like, that's like a big time department. Those are huge. So if we could get all the SAPD guys coming out here too, that would be so cool. So anyway, if you are a local PD and you don't have a good place to train, I have a good place to train, and you're welcome to come out here. All the PDs have like a budget to pay ranges and stuff. We're not asking a lot of money. Like, pay us whatever you pay your range or less. I don't care. I want to make this as easy and like simple and just cheap for officers to come out. Better officers is better in every way. So come train at the Desperado Range. Bo is doing a class that is open to everyone, not just cops. It is February 24th. It is a red dot pistol class. It's kind of an all-encompassing class. You can be a really good shooter, you can be a new shooter. He can adapt to whatever your skill set is. But it is the very first class that we've ever had that's open to the public out here on Demolition Ranch at the Desperado Resort. So you can come out here, you can shoot on my range, and you get to learn some really valuable skills while you're doing it. Are these guys any good?
Swimming, they're getting better.
You have a class open to the public February 24th. That's a Saturday.
Yeah, February 24th. Coming up.
9 to 5. What can they expect in this class?
So we'll be going over some of the red dot pistol essentials, right? So that's the name of the class. Try to make things fairly straightforward, so it's not like, oh, what is this about, right? We'll be going over concepts and principles, primarily focused on the red dot. It's all the concepts and principles apply across all platforms, whether it's pistol, whether it's rifle, iron sights, red dot, whatever. The concepts and principles are the same, but there are some things that people struggle with the dot, like whether it's trying to find it.
That's me.
Support hand issues, and that goes, with the irons as well. But this, the class is tailored to kind of ironing out some of the inefficiencies with the concepts and principles.
And I will link the website in the description below. It tells you all what you need to have and that kind of thing. You can't come do this without a red dot pistol. So borrow one if you don't have one. It's cool. But yeah, you'll be one of the first classes out here. You'll be the first open to the public class out here at the range. And you get to train with old Officer Bo. Thanks for coming, man.
Brother.
This makes me really happy. I'm just excited to see like the range is operational, like there's cops out here training. It's really cool.